Well, talking about Nigeria, Nigerians have emerged the second highest recipient of United Kingdom's worker visa between December 2019 to June 2022. We'll have Juliana joining us now to tell us if they have formed a community there and what exactly these Nigerians are doing in the UK. Hi, Juliana. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Innie.
Yeah. So what are these Nigerians doing mostly in the UK?
God, this is a really interesting story, actually, and it can be interpreted into an even negative or positive spin, depending on how you look at it. The Office for National Statistics have released this data basically showing which foreign nationals are making up a highly skilled workforce, and India tops the bill. Then we've got Nigeria. I believe the Philippines come in third, then Zimbabwe, and then America. And this is all about this skilled workers visa. Britain have been really desperate to get high-skilled workers in this country, particularly after the back of leaving the European Union, and the fact that the labour market is growing, and it's really difficult for them to train up and upskill workers here. So what do? Go abroad and get them. What's quite interesting in this data is it does show that in the period that it covers, Nigerian acceptance of these visas has shot up 330%. And this is, it covers a large swathes of different sectors. We're talking about economists, we're talking about scientists, we're talking about engineers. Of course, we're talking about medical staff as well. And that's where I think some people could say, you know, is this great for Nigeria? Is this something we should be celebrating when we know that Nigeria is in desperate need of keeping their most high-skilled workers in the country? Not everybody should try and go away to Canada, America or Britain, even if it does sound attractive, because if all of the best skilled talent leaves the country, what are we left with? That is an area that I think, you know, the Nigerian federal government should be looking at, you know, giving people proper wages, given people the infrastructure and given people a pretty nice environment so they want to stay. So this is seen as a win for Britain, but is it a win for Nigeria? I'm not so sure.
Yeah, not. In fact, you don't need to think about it, Juliana, because the banking sector is really feeling it. There are some operations, ICT operations in the banking sector now that's really suffering. So it's not a good one for Nigeria at all. But Royal Mail workers are beginning a strike, another strike in the UK, Juliana.
Another strike in the UK, Innie. It's been a summer of strikes, and they are set to continue. 115,000 Royal Mail workers are striking today. So unfortunately, I didn't get your letter that you sent to me, Innie, and so many people are not going to be getting letters today or parcels. This is the first of 4 strikes, and again, it's all falling under that same category, isn't it? You know, not happy with pay, not happy with conditions. Now, the Communication Workers Union, which represents these staff members, have been saying that Royal Mail bosses, you know, have been benefiting from really high bonuses. I believe from the year to March, Royal Mail profits were up to £450 million, much higher than it was in the previous year. But bosses are saying, look, you know, you're asking for too much, don't get too greedy. We've given you, we've offered a 5.1% pay rise. We're losing £1 million a day, and that's because Royal Mail are really kind of struggling with their identity at the moment. They got a bit of a lift during the pandemic where people were at home, people were spending more online, and they were able to jump onto that parcel delivery. But people are not sending letters anymore, so they are trying to transition, and with that, they say that comes at a cost. But then when you look at the fact that inflation is currently at 10.1% in this country, likely to rise to over 18% in January, for Royal Mail workers, an increase of 5.1% on their pay just isn't enough. So they're striking today. There will be further strikes, and there are fears that this could significantly disrupt the festive period, where we know most people do like to send a Christmas card and a gift via mail.
Juliana, sounds like Royal Mail workers are taking advantage and strategizing because they do know that's the period that they're most useful. But let's see how the markets are doing at this time.
Markets aren't doing bad, considering we had the really awful news this morning that was expected, but still shocking nevertheless, that the energy bills, the average energy bill, is going to rise from £1,970 odd to over £3,500. I just received my bill, actually, for the month of September, Innie, and it's going to cost me £350 in 1 month to heat my home, which I believe that's, just short of about 300,000 naira. It is a lot of money, but that hasn't fretted investors too much because they are all anticipating a speech by Jerome Powell, the Federal Reserve Chair, and hopefully there could be some indicators of interest rates. Whether or not the rises are going to start declining in coming months, we'll just have to wait and see. But going into the bank holiday weekend here in the UK, the all-share is up 0.13%. The FTSE 100 is up 0.07%, and the FTSE 250, that domestic market, up too by 0.38%. In the currencies market, the British pound is currently trading up against the US dollar by 0.06%, though trading down against the euro by 0.38%, but up against the Japanese yen at intraday by 0.35%, Tinny.
Yeah, mixed sentiment there, Juliana. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend.